Oh, good morning. The ninth. Well, it looks like Trump got his attorney general. We know he's a racist, and we know that the police department is full of racists. Um, and we gotta understand that I don't think white America parents really told them how America, the real truth behind how their family and stuff got what they got. They got what they got from murdering and killing people. When they invaded what is now America, you had three countries. Three countries. Now, can you imagine if three countries invaded us now today? Like China, Russia. Oh, let's see. Who else has Mexico? I was like, who else has Trump pissed off? In Australia. So anyway, never mind. That's four. But they had three countries, and we all know who they was: the French, the Spain, and the British, right? To peaceful people, they didn't stand a chance, and they came from, they came from three different ways, and they tracked, and then you also had the church, the Vatican, that was working with the Brits to traffic humans into slavery, and something else we forget about. So basically, you had numerous countries, but they all had a plan. The Trump, I don't see them with a plan that will make America healthier. He just mentioned some they made it, they got like a couple of jobs down in this one state. Um, a few thousand, I don't know. Like he really did some shit. 3 billion people didn't vote for you. You got a little bit more to do than what you think you do. But and then they want to get rid of Social Security and get rid of our health care. Now we got people coming back from war with injuries, with disabilities. We have children that are born with disability. If it gets rid of the Medicare, those people that was working 35, 40 years and paid into Social Security and maybe now is on disability. You paid into it. If you look into what you're paying in when they're taking it automatically out of your taxes, they're taking it out for disability too. So if they get rid of Social Security, like fuck disability up, um, and then uh, uh, never mind. You're gonna have. I predict to really, because Trump has a lot of friends that are the racists, the Ku Klux Klan, they're white trash. I don't know what you call those. Um, um, well, anyway, um, like skinheads or something. I couldn't think what you call them. But there's a bunch of them. Um, we know that he has them behind them. We know how they think and their ideas. You know, so they're going to have a war. Those people want him to have a war because they were doing High Hitler slugs uh, at him. Now you also got to understand World War II. The Rothschilds, the Bushes, is it the Bush? Yeah, maybe. They had a master plan dealing with oil, delivering oil, right? You know, they're gonna keep the DeSoto pipeline going up in north the up in the Dakotas, right? They're gonna finish that off, right? And then they're gonna try to sell all that's being sold to China, which Trump already done pissed the fuck off, right? China knows already that they know they're dealing with some greedy people. You know what I'm saying? If you able to sacrifice your constitutional rights and your civil rights, and you willing to harm and put other people in danger, like the police do with their percussion, grenades, the rubber bullets, and the water hose, and putting dogs in people. That you were all about the money. You're not caring, okay, about Americans' human rights. You're violating all human rights. The Americans' human rights. You're violating the Constitution. So like anything he says, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at him like a fool. You know what I'm saying? The people in the administration that we have now, like that Ben guy, he thinks, oh yeah, well, I've been negotiating over. Yeah, you're going in and you're negotiating with somebody like, here, give me money, give me money, give me money. You know what I'm saying? And then they leave in like those places, Brazil and South America and wherever else they've been, just devastated, and the average citizen is worse off than they was before they come, because they don't that money doesn't is not gonna stay, like that money they're having with the pipeline. That money's not gonna stay in the United States. Those big oil people, they have all their banks offshore in the Cayman Islands somewhere. So, and then they get tax breaks. So we're not going to see any of that money. The initial jobs that they need to build a pipeline, those people are going to be gone in 60 days after they start getting the oil through there. They're going to have probably hire one person to check the pipeline. So they're not creating any jobs, and they're creating enemies. And China don't care what that fool says, because you know what I'm saying. They know already you want to sell the oil to them, and Trump's already been bad mouthed from China. He didn't even get debriefed to find out if what China is doing with the way they manage their money, if it's not benefiting the United States in some way, because he didn't go to debriefing before he took office, which is pretty obvious how rough his first 2 weeks was. And probably one of the reasons why they don't want to go to debriefing is because they probably would unhypnotize that bitch, because gotta be something wrong with him. They gotta have him under some type of spell. I don't know, some voodoo queen or something up in Jamaica, Queens or something must have blew something in his face or something. I don't know what they did to that man. Anyway, let me stop. I'm being silly. Well, so I guess with their plan to kill Medicare, the plan to kill Social Security, to ban Muslims, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard, like when he gives his speech, he hasn't, like, I haven't heard him like say really a plan that really sounds like it's what the American people want. And I also haven't heard a plan that it sounds like from administration that actually be the best thing for the United States. I think it'll be the best thing to start a civil war, a revolution, and I think if that doesn't, which I don't think the Democrats really know which direction that would go, but I know it's either that or the Republicans under Trump's thing is gonna have to blow something up and blame it on some Muslims. So we have a good reason to continue this forever long war that we have in the Middle East. And there really is not that many people left to kill in those places. They done left. They might not be able to come to the United States. The United States might think they're gonna send them back to these bomb out places, but they don't have airports there anymore, because that's one of the things they blow up, or the military's using it. So they don't have private airstrips in Syria anymore, because hey, it's not existing. So now basically Trump administration is doing what we've been doing to the American Indians and the black people all these years. Is that they think like, well, I could really torture and give these a lot of people, because these are the only people that they could like think they have power at. We don't have nothing. Most of us is in jail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna make the grievous mistake of you know uh, of of threatening. There was like like supposed to be an old story where they were torturing this well, they had been torturing these people again that came from Alexander, and um um I was a little girl. I like stories about castles and kings, and that's the stories I got. But anyway, and princesses. Anyway, and prince too. But anyway, this it's supposedly she was like 139, and I think her husband was 141. And so they he's like they simply didn't believe that they were that old. And I guess her daughter showed up. She had a daughter that was like um she had a daughter that was like 20 years younger than her, and then her kids their steps there for a while. Like I think she had like somewhere from 9 to 14 kids. Maybe she had 11 kids. I don't know, somewhere around there. And well, anyway, she's walking around, she's talking, and I think like the Europeans at that time, like they would top out like 35 lifespan. Like 65 was like amazingly old for them. So like they couldn't understand, and so like they had figured out like because like night came, they had figured out that these people they didn't know how to count, they didn't know numbers. Half of them half of them went off. Well, they only had caught the old ones, but the ones that could walk, I think her husband had broke his hip. Is how they got this group, and he was in severe pain, and they were just so anyway. They gave her a choice. They shot her husband in the head, or cut his head off, or they killed her husband in front of her because I kept asking her, how do you stay young? How do you stay young? She's saying stuff like, I walk through the fields every day in my life. I walk the, she's naming the things that she's starting off naming the things that she did in the normal routine. Like, would that help? And like these guys, they can't comprehend. That was the biggest problem. When like, they didn't have the mental capability to comprehend. And so she's trying to explain it, to him, so finally they're like, if you don't tell us how you live so long, we're gonna kill you. And she goes, okay. And they said, oh, okay, you're gonna tell us? She goes, oh, okay, kill me. Well, anyway, it baffled them because like people usually beg, expecting them to beg for it's like just kill me, I done told you, then you didn't figure it out. So finally, um they had the other ones that they had captured, because like the only way that is like supposedly European people know how to do was either like burn it like on a like put the food over fire, like roast it, burn it, or like boil water and throw roots and potatoes in, like make soup. That's like really like the only way they really knew how to cook at this point. I don't think I think they learned how to like how to do bread from these. Well, but anyway, that was their main way. But these people had other ways of cooking too, where like they would pretty much like out of rocks or stones make like what you might call an modern day oven. Have the flame underneath and have like something like a rack here, a metal sheet like thingy, that had lots of slits in it so that it wouldn't buckle and all that, and the heat could rise up. So anyway, so they could actually do like stick something in, and then like they would have like a hole on top here you could open up. You could put like a cast skillet on top or something. Well, not really a skillet, but like a thingy, sort of like well, it's still like a anyway a cooking utensil on top, and so they could like have two things going on. you know. But anyway, so the other ones that they're also in their hundreds supposedly, right? So they had went and they put poison like all in their food, and even made the wine was poison and everything. And so, cause like they're like, you gonna feed us, so anyway, so they brought them the food, and like these guys are like, they're eating the food, they're not offering them any. They're eating food, and they're gluttonous, like it's like delicious, and like they couldn't figure out why they thought it was so delicious because they thought that they might notice a bitter taste or something to it, but they had a nicer poison, not like arsenic where you start foaming. Theirs was just gonna like they just weren't gonna wake up. They're just gonna fall over. Um, but I think there was some convulsions that went on. Anyway, I can't recall if it was maybe there was some foaming convulsion. Anyway, maybe it was arsenic. Um, they put all in their food and some other poisons, some poison mushrooms. It made a fine meal, and they ate it and they died. Um, and those like they were like they couldn't really leave because her husband or no, they started leaving. Those people started leaving. That lady, the 139-year-old lady, they started leaving that group. But before like they got like a 2 day walk, reinforcements was showing up for the other group. Well, half of them stayed back in the other, and they sent somebody ahead to look for them. And anyway, they brought him back. When they brought him back, the other people had ate some of the leftover food and drank the wine, and they was like dead. A bunch of them was dead, except for the ones that hadn't touched the food that was already there. And so like so this time when they started asking about like how do you stay young? Tell me how do you stay young? She says, oh, it's a fountain. Bubbling up out of the ground. It's the water bubbling up out of the ground. And they believe that. And I think that's the type of story that Trump would believe. They didn't want to believe the real truth. They only wanted to believe a lie. So when I say don't worry, be ready. So we have to be ready for Trump to bring war to the United States. We got to be ready for people to be so in such a devastating state, that they're going to be forced to have no choices. So don't be scared, be ready.